Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. I haven't gone to bed yet. Well, I tried, but I couldn't sleep. Um, I want to talk about one of those kind of aha moments that I had in a couple of different ways. It came to me in a couple of different ways. And um, I was editing a few pages from a friend's book that my friend is putting out a book, and right now there's just not enough really good light worker books out there, kind of like manuals that we need to learn some things. So, but anyway, she's putting out a book, and the topic was about the dynamics of allowing ourselves to use as much of our heart energy, our heart space energy, in creating in that space, in that environment, and how it comes out, and good stuff happens. And oh, there's a spider on the floor. Ew. But anyway, that's what the topic was about the dynamics of allowing ourselves to use as much of our heart space centers to create the desired effects for our life and things in our lives, like friends or bigger family or whatever you're into, and maybe it's just an opportunity or more joy or more peace. And how to transcend these sometimes often troublesome and hideous 3D energies, and learning to get rid of them. I used an analogy on a previous broadcast that I did on my Breath of Terror radio show about how, about feeling dorky, feel dorky. And it's like, here you are in your heart space, and you created this beautiful aha moment, and you kind of went on about your business, and the next thing you know, you had a manifestation, and you're like, aha, it's like, wow. Well, there's kind of like a pause in that energy when that happens while you're waiting for that manifestation. And I'm not talking about hubby or boyfriend or girlfriend bringing you flowers or something like that because it's your birthday, because, you kind of expect that. And sometimes in my experience with manifestation, I don't even get to afford myself the luxury of expecting past a certain point, because then it becomes like an obsession. Oh, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I just say thank you every morning and thank you every night, and good things do happen. So my point is there's another kind of dorky, and it's like that space where you're not quite sure. You're just not quite sure at the moment yet, at the aha moment yet, and then something happens, like a bill comes in the mail, or an old friend calls you up and tells you hideous lies about you. And you know all the while that everything that they're saying is their perception, and you know better than to go, oh my God, and get mad or get emotional or start shrinking, because that produces such an undesirable effect. So at that point, you're wondering, when is your friend going to get it, and when are they going to wake up? And really there is kind of a selfish motive in there, because maybe if they get it, they might get you. So we've all been there. So far, so good. It's the space where it's so easy to get distracted when the things that you've been asking for, and the whole universe is listening to you, and all of this should be a no-brainer, But, we get to make a decision. We get to spend more time in the gap. The gap is the galactic access point, or your point of contact with your angels, that space that you put yourself in that is beyond linear. Okay, so I then began to notice, as I stepped away from my computer, that this beautiful topic that I was writing about was really upsetting me. It was upsetting me. I began to talk to my angels about it. And I noticed something. I noticed I was not waiting for them to answer me. I was just wiping everything out of my mind, typing away and doing my thing, thinking that because I prayed this morning, I'm still protected, they're still hearing me, they're still listening to, I'm with them, they're with me, all is happy, and things like that. And I've heard so many people say about state your intentions, state your business. That means as it happens, as it comes to you, not in your head, but in your heart, and you just go, oh, those kind of moments. So anyway, I was noticing them, and I was talking to them, and everything. And then, after I realized I wasn't allowing them to answer me, I realized that I had been judging myself with not only this situation, but about 4 other things. And one of them is like one of those kind of things that's in your face. You just cannot turn around and act like it's not there. You just can't ignore it. You cannot ignore it. And it was like, it's kind of like having a shadow. So as I stepped away from my computer, I realized that it doesn't matter if I know my galactic starship's name, or if I don't go, oh, and things like that. None of that stuff matters. None of that stuff matters. What matters is that I know that I have a council, and I know the name of it, and that I know that I have everything that this universe has to offer. Not only for my behalf, but for anybody that I pray with, for. I won't say against, because I don't do that anymore. And in knowing all these things, why in the world would I start to judge myself? Why would I allow myself to go into those third dimensional energies and judge myself? It's just amazing. Is it too much left brain thinking, not enough right brain thinking, not enough balance between the two? Is it too much ego? Ego is not all about yelling and screaming and being dominant, manipulative, and controlling. It's about many, many things. Many, many things. Many, many things. The egoic energies can be quite sweet sometimes in appearance. Quite sweet. So I stopped everything I was doing again. And I took time to talk to the angels in my team about what was going on in my mind. I asked them, do I not listen to you? Because that was one of the points in the text that I had been transcribing. I looked up at the screen, and there's this written confirmation. There's this written synchronized confirmation on top of it. It was just incredible. It was just incredible. So anyway, I had been offered a ways and means to help myself while helping somebody else, which is always awesome. You know, that's always awesome. It provided a way for me to help myself and provide some much needed finances here for my home and my kitty. I started the Toby Fan Club page, by the way. It's on my Facebook page. Check it out. I almost went overboard with this whole deal, worrying about, oh God, it's this much money. That's like more than I could even have imagined, but it's not what I prayed for, and it's not what I need. And so that, you know, that became an opportunity to put myself down and to feel bad and to feel less than and to feel small and put myself in that whole mental mind trip where I should have went to school more. I should have a different trade or a different profession, and I healed myself from cancer by God's grace and perfect timing, and I should be able to do this or do that, and I just don't know how to do anything. And I almost missed the whole point of a blessing in that old program of not being good enough and all that crud like that. That energy, that signature, those messages were trying to take up space between here and here, and what comes out here often blocks what comes out. And if something does comes out, it's just really dorky, and people look at you like, what? And it's always uncomfortable. The silence that was trying to fill the gap was not a good silence. I didn't realize that choices long ago that I agreed to, mental contracts and emotional contracts and financial contracts, intellectual contracts, things like that, would have me. I didn't know that they would have me in a bad way, nor did I know they'd have me where I'm at today. So the angels gave me this message. They said, not only are you loved, you are heard, seen, and felt. Immediately I got the leakies on the side of the face. They said, we have gone to the four corners of this earth just like you asked us to. You guys, this is incredible. This is incredible. It's not just words. It's reality. It's really happening. It's really, really happening. When I was still and silent for that moment, and then I listened and heard, then I saw that not only do the angels love us, and not only are they helping us in our situations, they've been helping us. Oh, there's that spider. You have to go that way, buddy. Go. No. Don't want to kill it. Go over there. Okay. Oh, this spider. Oh, so where was I? Let's see. Not only, are they doing these things, they're showing us personally in our own ways how to get from point A to point B. I thought about it. They said, have you not got no real fear? Have you not brought more joy and stability and finances and opportunities and beautiful stones into your life? Have you not been on the radio? Have you not been video blogging and journaling? Have you not been doing these things? Have you not been being very precise about your needs to us? And again, the tears. I was like, wow! I finally had my aha moment. You know, and as much as the angels helped me to do all of this, when normally I would have been sitting around, like in years past, I would have been sitting around with that blank feeling. You know, I would have been in that void, the mental dis-ease of I can't do it, or this or that, you know, and I never really consciously told myself I couldn't do things. I would just make really, really self-righteous reasons why I wasn't doing them. And sometimes I wasn't very nice about it. So the gap is the galactic access point that helps us when we get this synchronization to get past that point of, oh wow, synchronization. And you know, some of us, you know, we just float around for 3 or 4 days in that, oh wow, and then we're turning around and we're looking at somebody going, when did they write that book? They was broke 4 months ago. What have you been doing? You know? So it's like, get out, you know, for some of us, that oh wow moment might last days. And I don't know about you guys, but I can't deal with a 3-day time span. I just can't. I just don't want to. It's linear, it's limiting, it's restricting, it's painful. All we have is right now, right here, right now. That's all we have. It is all about these little things, the removal of anything dreaded or connected to anything in a 3D sense. That's not our heart. That's not our realness. That's not our beingness. That's not our, you know, that's not who we are as creatures of the light, the perfect love that casts out all fear. So in regards to all of these things, you know, and for those of you that were kind of like me, I was like, I wouldn't dare blame anybody else for anything, but boy, oh boy, oh boy, let's kick Teresa in the butt, because Teresa's the best at doing it to herself. You know, sometimes we don't need any enemies. Sometimes we don't need a stalker. Sometimes we don't need, you know, we don't need to even have a bad day, because we can create one without even thinking about it. And think about how powerful you were in your realizations when you realized that you did sign up for this life, and that you do have within you great manifesting powers. You can create anything. You can create anything for your highest good and the highest good of all. Be sure to take time to talk to your angels and your galactic family today. Don't hide how you feel. Ever, ever, ever. Don't ever hide how you feel. Especially don't hide it from yourself. Don't put off what you're feeling right at this moment, because something surely will try to distract you. You're far too valuable to the kingdom of light, and there is nobody that can be you. State your business and your intentions and your situations immediately to your angels and your galactic family. There is no better time to be than in this here and now. I love you. Namaste. I hope to see you on Breath of Terror Radio soon. Thank you for leaving comments. Bye.